Hi guys, welcome to the channel. In today's video I will be making this beautiful two-piece kimono dress. So if this looks like what you're interested in, keep watching. And right now I'll just be showing you how I folded my fabric since I want to cut the front piece and the back piece together. So just watch closely so that you would understand it. So guys, by the time you're done folding, you should have just one side open with 4 layers. And now for the length of my fabric, I'm making use of 34 inches plus seam allowance. So guys, I'm marking 24 divided by 2, which is my round sleeve measurement. I'm just marking 12 inches on that fabric and I have ruled a line. Now the next thing I'm marking is my hip point, which is around 24 inches. And I'm also marking my hip circumference measurement divided by 4 and adding 3 inches to that measurement. So guys, just mark that measurement there, and also you mark that on the other line. So to make this kimono dress, we'll be needing just 2 measurements. And now the next thing I'm just going to do is to connect all the lines together. And at that point, I'm just trying to blend the lines so that we do not have any sharp edges, as you can see me doing here. So now for the necklines, I'm just going to mark 3 inches along the width, and I'm going to mark 1 inch first and 3 inches. Since I told you we are cutting out the front and the back piece together. So this means that the back neckline will be cut out first before the front neckline. So right now I'm just going to cut out this so that we can cut out the necklines. So make sure there are no sharp edges even while cutting. So now I'm just going to cut out the back neckline first. Then after cutting that, I would have to separate the back from the front like this before I cut out the 3 inches neckline for the front. Apparently I skipped that part, so just make sure you do that. Then the next thing I will be doing is to split the front part of this dress, because the front part is supposed to be open. So once you've done that, you should have something like this. So guys, the next thing I will be doing is to tidy the edges of the sleeves. I'm just going to fold that in, take that to my sewing machine and sew it in. So this is what it's looking like after sewing it in. So just make sure you're using a matching thread to sew that in, just as you can see here. So once we are done with that, we would be attaching our pockets. And to cut out your pockets, you just need to decide how big or how small you want your pockets to be. And when cutting out your pockets, don't forget to add 1 inch allowance all around the pocket for your sewing allowance. Also make sure the both pockets are of the same measurements. So my measurement here is 9 inches on the width, and for the length, guys, I am also using 9 inches. So to attach your pockets, the first thing you need to do is to tidy the edges of the part of the pocket that would be open. So you're going to do this by folding it 2 times and hemming the edges. So once that is done, the pockets would be folded by the sides by just 1/2 inch, leaving the top part open. So once I've done that, attach that, I'm just going to press that down. And now what I'm doing here is trying to get the measurement of the open part of the front. So I'm just putting my tape all around to get the accurate measurements of this. So you can divide it into two like I did here. So I just got 40 inches, which means I will be working with 40 times 2. So these are my straps. I just cut out 40 inches length of strap, and then for the width of this strap is 6 inches. So when I fold it into 2, it will be 3 inches. So what I'm going to do here is to fold that into 2 and attach this as my collar, front facing the front. So I'm just going to take that to my sewing machine and join. So I'm just going to take my time and join these pieces together. So just make sure the front of the strap is also facing the front of the dress. So once we are done with that, we're just going to join the front piece and the back piece by just 1/2 inch. Take that to your sewing machine and join. Then also hem the bottom part of the dress and tidy the edges. So the last thing I'm going to do here is to use my pinking shears to tidy the rough edges, since I do not have an overlock machine. And now guys, we are done. It is really easy to make. So I decided to spice things up by creating a belt for this dress. So if you do not know how to create this belt, I'll be dropping a link to my video where I talked about this. And for the short, guys, I promise to upload how to make the shorts in my upcoming video. So please watch out for that. Thank you for watching.